Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about gratuity. Gratuity is a retirement benefit and it is given to employees for their meritorious service towards the organization. Now gratuity is generally given based on the number of years of service which an employee has rendered. So if an employee has rendered minimum of 5 years service, then he is entitled to receive gratuity in most of the companies. Now supposing Mr. A has completed 5 years of service and he is entitled to receive gratuity. In such case, Mr. A will have two options. Either he can receive gratuity immediately or he can claim gratuity only at the time of retirement. So now I'm going to teach you the tax treatment when we receive gratuity at the time of retirement. Now, gratuity, again, the tax treatment will be different. Okay, the amount of tax which is levied is different if the employee is a government employee and if he is a non-government employee. For a government employee, the gratuity amount is fully exempt from tax, whereas for a non-government employee, it is taxable, but then the rate at which it is taxable differs depending on whether the employee is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act or whether the employee is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. So to compute the gratuity for non-government employees, these are the basic two things which you need to ascertain. First, you need to ascertain whether the employee is covered under the Gratuity Act or whether he is not covered under the Gratuity Act. Now, supposing an employee is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act, then whatever is the actual amount of gratuity, from that the least of the following should be minused. Okay, so here the first is 15 divided by 26 into last drawn salary into service period. This 15 divided by 26 is for every completed year of service. The employee is going to get 15 days salary. Okay, and instead of 30 days in a month, okay, we've computed it as 26 days. Okay, because the 4 Sundays have been removed. So you're trying to find out by 15 divided by 26 is actually you're trying to find out half month salary of an employee by using this formula here. Next is last drawn salary. To calculate last drawn salary, you need to use this formula, which is basic salary plus dearness pay plus dearness allowance. So basic salary will be, I'll repeat it again, basic salary, dearness pay and dearness allowance. Next, gratuity, after that you have is into service period. Service period here means the number of years the employee has worked in the organization. For when you're calculating gratuity, if the employee has completed, supposing 35 years and 7 months, so if the number of months, okay, is more than 6 months, then in that case you can round it off to a year. Okay, so for all the partial years, okay, excess of 6 months shall be treated as a year and less than 6 months shall be ignored. I'll repeat it again. When you're calculating service period and when the employee is covered under the Gratuity Act, service period, okay, whenever you have a partial year, if the partial year is more than 6 months, you can round it off to the next year. Like take the example, it is given as 23 years and 7 months. So in that case, the service period you'll use this 24 years for calculating the gratuity. Whereas on the other hand, it was given as 23 years 2 months. So since it is less than 6 months, in that case you will use only 23 years for your calculations. Okay. So the first formula for computing gratuity is 15 by 26 into last drawn salary into service period. Then second, you will use the gratuity actually received. And third, maximum limit of 20 lakhs. So after you calculate all these three, least of the following, whichever is the lesser amount on these three, this amount you will minus it from the actual gratuity received in order to get your taxable gratuity. Okay, this is if the employee is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. Now moving to when the employee is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. Now if the employee is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act, again from the gratuity actually received, you will minus least of the following. This is again half into average salary into service period. Now average salary means here you need to compute 10 months salary preceding the month of retirement. Okay, so for the formula to compute average salary is basic salary plus dearness pay plus dearness allowance if it enters into retirement benefits plus commission if it is based on turnover. Now here there is a difference. See, when you're calculating last drawn salary, it is basic salary plus dearness pay plus dearness allowance. Now this dearness allowance, whether it enters into retirement benefits or not, you will add it to last month's salary. Whereas when you're calculating average salary, only when the dearness allowance, in the problem they should tell that, dearness allowance enters into retirement benefits, only then you will use it for calculations. Otherwise you will not use it. So average salary, how will you compute? Basic salary plus dearness pay plus dearness allowance if it enters into retirement benefits plus commission if it is based on turnover. These four should be divided by 10 months preceding the month of retirement. Preceding the month of retirement means the month in which the employee is leaving. That you need to leave, and 10 months above that. Now let's take the, let's take an example that the employee is retiring in the month of December. He's retiring on 15th December. So 15th December is the month in which he's retiring. So leave this month. 10 months above that. That will be November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April, March, Feb. 10 months above that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 months salary you will add, and then you will divide it by 10. Okay, that's what that term average salary means. Then into service period. Service period in the case of over here, okay, for this formula, fraction of a year shall be ignored, which means that, see, in the previous case I had said, 23 years 7 months, 23 years 2 months. In both the cases you will use only 23 years. Fraction of the year shall be ignored. Okay, that is what is the condition for service period under payment of gratuity, not okay, under the payment of gratuity. The second point is gratuity actually received, and the third one is maximum limit of rupees 10 lakhs. So this is basically the tax treatment which you follow for an for non-government employees computation of taxable gratuity. I'll repeat it again. For non-government employees, if he is covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act, this is the format which you will use, and if he is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act, this is the format which we will use. From the actual amount of gratuity, we will minus the least of the following, and then we will get our taxable gratuity.